Have you ever felt like you have outgrown your career but are just too scared to start all over? Hi, I'm Joseph, and I help experienced product and UX designers to find work that actually fits them. And I want to share with you a client story that completely changed how I coach. So, this is about Alicia. She came from a long career in marketing, tons of experience across different sectors, but deep down, she felt like she wasn't living up to her full potential. She kept looking at people building businesses, becoming entrepreneurs, and part of her wanted that, right? But her physical body, her mental health, and an emotional bandwidth, none of it could take the idea of her becoming a boss or running her own agency. So she felt stuck, wanting more, but not wanting that version of more. She had tried starting her own businesses before and failed, and she has worked for years in the industry but never really felt connected with it. So she kept pushing through and blaming the system, blaming all the opportunities that came her way, but couldn't see any way forward. So when we first started working together, we had about 5 coaching sessions, unpacking all of that wall that she had built around her career, and more importantly, around her mindset. But one thing we realized is that once she start letting herself imagine, how would it look like if she was to start from zero all over again, she realized that she wanted to be a life coach, something completely different. And that leap felt huge for her because she had given advice to her friends before, but sure, could she then turn that into something real, into a real career? Could she get paid for it? All of her self doubt came in really fast. So we first started to reframe her limiting belief. That helped, but she couldn't move on. So we tried something different in what I call the fear setting exercise. So instead of talking about the potential, her dreams, and all, we talk about the nightmares. So if she were to choose this path, what was she actually afraid of, right? And she would say that she would suck at it, she wouldn't make any money at all, she would harm people if she couldn't help them, she might even end up hating the whole damn thing. All of these fears are valid. So we treated each of them as an experiment. For every nightmare, we asked, how do we prevent this? As we went deeper and deeper, she started to realize something, that there is always a solution to every problem, every challenge. And the real challenge here is then really having the courage to face the truth beneath all of those fears. And sometimes you just need someone, like a coach, someone else, to help you pull it out. Once her fears were broken down into small solvable pieces, everything shifted for her. And suddenly it felt doable. It felt like a realistic goal. So she started checking out a few coaching courses after that. And then a day later, she messaged me over WhatsApp and that she has registered for the course. And then 6 months later, she graduated. And since then, she has helped tens of people through her coaching practice, tons of testimonials from her clients as well. So the impact on them, more importantly on her, has been huge. So here's the part that I want you to hear. Alicia came from marketing, right? But she didn't stay boxed in. She found something completely different that made her feel alive again. And sometimes the most fulfilling path isn't the one that you're already on. It might be a different role or in a different industry, solving a different problem, but that is entirely possible once you give yourself permission to explore it. So, what I want to say to you is to stop chasing and start creating your career. If you like more stories like this, follow for more.